you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and welcome to my house. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know what you are. Stay.
Welcome to DCA Wildcats. This is the second to last episode of the season, and we are here as always. Thank you for joining me. D-Wall here with you on commentary, and what a night we have for you. We have a lot in store, including our main event tonight, Selena Zeda going one-on-one with the number one contender for the DCA Wildcats Championship in Nicole Natasha. That is happening tonight in our main event. Plus, we are going to have the final qualifier for the Devils 30-30 for the Fever Championship as Perry Demir takes on Kite Young, plus two matches that will have tag team championship implications coming up tonight. Two singles matches featuring the halves of the teams that are in that ladder match for the tag team titles. But right now we are getting into a special tag team matchup here. This tag match is going to be featuring some of the women that will be competing in the Rumble Roses match at Revelations. And if you remember the Rumble Roses match at Revelations 10, that will be for the number one contendership to the DCA Wildcats Championship at the 13-year anniversary, which is shaping up to be a huge event in and of its own right. But right now, Shelby Danes making her way out to the ring. One of the women that returned to DCA this season under the new initiative that Shazine Freya instituted along with Lucinda, bringing back some of the Wrestle Parade talent that were here in the past. Shelby Danes, one of those women, a outstanding athlete, a exceptional technical wrestler. And here comes another woman that has also been in here in the past, one of the fan favorites as well, and Natty Rocks. And you have to wonder what condition she's in after she was brutalized by Ariane Sophie Jones a couple of episodes ago. I believe it was on the last episode, as a matter of fact. Ariane has been just on another level as of late. She's also going to be in that. She's going to be in that Rumble Roses match as well. And honestly, with the attitude that she's been in, I wouldn't be surprised if she's one of the favorites in that. But all of these women in this match, they don't necessarily have anything against one another. It's just, this is for momentum heading into that Rumble Roses match. And here comes a woman who, I don't know what her mindset is, although she's coming out as usual with a big smile on her face. The Miracle Butterfly Ayumi Otanashi, the first ever Fever champion in this company's history. And Ayumi, the last time we saw her, she was facing Amber Stevens in a match to determine who would face Megan Van Horn for the Goddess Championship. Of course, that is something Ayumi was really passionate about, considering that she felt like she was robbed of the Goddess Championship at when that match took place at the last anniversary show. But Ayumi had her foot on the rope, under the rope or on the rope, and the referee didn't see it. And Amber already said if she wins the Goddess title at Revelations 10, she will give Ayumi a title shot. But of course, that's depending on if Ayumi wins the Rumble Roses match, because if she wins the Rumble Roses match, that title shot may not even matter, because she'll be competing for the Wildcats title. And speaking of the Wildcats championship, here comes the two-time DCA Wildcats champion and perhaps one of the faces of the brand, Vanessa Price, Lady Beast Mode. And you know Vanessa Price would love nothing more than to go back to Revelations and get a shot at becoming a three-time Wildcats champion, a feat that has never been done. And this is going to be a very interesting tag team match. Ayumi and Vanessa versus Shelby and Natty. And again, all four of these women are looking to be in that Rumble Roses match at Revelations 10. It's going to be very interesting to see who gets into that match, considering that anyone and everyone could be in it. Ayumi and Shelby kicking it off, and all four of these women know each other well from Wrestle Parade. It's kind of like a Wrestle Parade showcase, if you will. And now big missile drop kick, doesn't get it because Shelby got out of the way. And now kicks by Ayumi. A striker versus a technical wrestler. As you see, look at the butterfly into the backbreaker. Nicely done. And now Ayumi rolling through and a kick to the spine. Again, anybody could be in that Rumble Roses match. Anyone inside or outside of DCA could be involved. We don't know exactly who the participants are. I do know, however, that Ayumi is confirmed for the match as far as I know right now. Vanessa Price obviously a shoe-in as a former Wildcats champion. Shelby and Natty, of course, can be as well involved in this match. As you see, Ayumi taking it to Natty right now. And now a Tiger Feint kick got caught by Natty and gets sent down. And an elbow drop. And tags into Vanessa Price. I don't think Natty saw it. I don't think she saw it because she was too busy looking at the crowd. The crowd pleased that Natty Rocks is. Up top, big frog splash. Of course, Revelations 10 is coming in just a few weeks, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope you will tune into that big event. It's now a cover here. One, nope. And now look at these elbows by Vanessa into the clothesline. And now classic Vanessa Price here with the headlock headstand. Wrenching on the neck is now Vanessa up top. Springboard elbow doesn't connect. And Natty now can take advantage of this. And sends her down with the face buster. Tags in Shelby. Oh, and now Vanessa, she knows. Ayumi tagged back in. Like I said, technical wrestler versus striker, but Shelby's getting the better of her so far. Irish whip in the corner. Tags into Natty Rocks. And big drop kick. Cover. One. Nope. And now Natty with some striking of her own. Look at this. And now Ayumi with a reverse DDT. Oh, no. Went for a butterfly and gets caught with a big lariat. Natty now in control once again. And now things are starting to break down. As Natty going after Ayumi on the floor. Again, our main event coming up tonight. Selena Zeda one-on-one with the #1 contender for the Wildcats championship in Nicole Natasha. And you know for a fact that Beatrix Decker will be watching that match very closely. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if... Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh! Stunner from the top. The cover. 1, 2. No, only a 1. That is surprising. What I was going to say is I wouldn't be surprised if it's Beatrix that asked Selena to face Nicole to see if she's ready. It's no secret. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Leg drop from the top. Ayumi leg dropping Natty all the way on the floor. I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, because we all know it's no secret. Beatrix has stated she wants the best Nicole Natasha possible at Revelations 10. She doesn't want the same woman that she faced in the ambulance match at Redemption. So you have to wonder if that's the ulterior motive here, as Ayumi gets a 1 count, excuse me. Plus, like I said, we're gonna have 2 tag team matches tonight. Sakura Hagiwara will take on... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bangarang. Shades of former Wildcats champion Mayumi Ishibashi with that one. And Dalton Castle, I guess. Anyways, we're going to have 2 tag matches tonight. Excuse me, 2 singles matches featuring the teams that will be competing in the tag title ladder match at Revelations. We're going to see Sakura Hagiwara. Oh, God! I think that was the Striker Sigma explosion to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Natty with a bulldog, and I think it cut Ayumi open, and Ayumi got pissed, obviously, and then decided to just knee her in the back of the head. Look at that, yeah. And then Natty turned around, bam! Striker Sigma explosion to the back of the head. I have never seen Ayumi do that before, but it got the win. Look at me trying to tell y'all what's going on in the rest of the night, and then leave it to Ayumi to knee somebody in the back of the head. But Vanessa and Ayumi get the win, and you know they're going to be 2 of the favorites possibly going into that Rumble Roses match. But yeah, later on tonight, Sagar Hagiwara versus Rhiannon Starr and Bree George versus Envy Price. Plus Perry Demir and Kite Young and Selena Zeda and Nicole Natasha. We got a lot going on tonight, folks. You picked a good night to join us. And speaking of,
said they didn't have it, so I gotta do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the one and only host of the CAW Chronicles podcast, Fangs, and I'm here to officially drop the advertisement for said podcast for any and all e-feds that want to happen to include it into their shows. There's only one way you can go ahead and hear about us, and that is over on Spotify. Go ahead and make sure you give us a follow for CAW Chronicles podcast, so we have all guests situated on said episodes. But not only do we have it there on Spotify, you also want to go ahead and give us a follow over on X. Yes, that's right. That's where we also have our CAW Chronicles podcast information for any new episodes that might be dropping, any guests that might be on the line as well, coming in to go ahead and record. But did you know that we are also running WZW Warzone Wrestling? I do happen to run my own eFed, and yes, as of right now, it is currently full, but it is content to put out there nonetheless. Now, what are you doing? Go ahead and make sure you hit that follow button over on X and over on Spotify, or, just don't. I never know how to end these.
Megan Van Horn might have a little bit of a point, because she was one of the women that looked up to Amber Stevens. She was one of the women that saw her as a idol, I guess you could call it. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. When Amber did what she did a number of years ago, she turned her back on a lot of people, Megan Van Horn being one of them. And I guess this resentment has spilled over, and now Megan wants to put Amber in her place at Revelations. And here comes Rhiannon Starr, one half of the Hated Gates, and her opponent, former Wildcats champion, former Goddess champion, former Queens of Wrestling champion, a woman who has done everything, almost everything there is to do in this company. The only thing she hasn't done is win a tag team championship. And I've been, the stats guy in the back is giving me a correction, which is shocking to me. Sakura hasn't been Queens of Wrestling champion. I feel like that's going to be on her bucket list as well. The one thing she has not done, but she is a former DCA Fever, Wildcats, and Goddess champion. She's a Triple Crown winner here in this company. The only title she has not won is the Diamonds title, and the only reason she didn't win that is because she wasn't in the Rising Star division when it was the Rising Star division, and the tag team titles. And that's what she has been after for the last year plus with Reiko Hinimoto. And at Revelations 10, they have a chance to win those titles in another ladder match. And if you remember, the last time Sakura and Reiko were in a ladder match for the tag titles, they were within an eyelash of winning them until it was Sergeant Clemens who pushed Sakura off the ladder, costing them that match. But this should be an interesting singles match here between Sakura and Rianne. I believe it's the first time ever that these two have been in a singles match together. And Rianne, obviously accomplished in her own right. And again, this should be a very interesting one-on-one encounter between these two women. Sakura, obviously the measuring stick. She calls herself the new standard, and she has been that for the last few years. But obviously, Rianne is wanting to show that she is also a standard in her own right. It's interesting how the Hated Gates have just shot themselves up the ranks of the tag team division in these last few months. They said they were going to take the bull by the horns, and that's exactly what they did. Pretty much forcing themselves into the conversation to be in this ladder match at Revelations. Sakura and Reiko already were contenders to begin with, and then you have American Obsession, Ellie Rose and Envy Price, a team that kicked this whole thing off by attacking MJCO at Redemption when they made their return. So, to be completely honest, this is the only way, in my opinion, that this thing could have been settled in the first place. The only way this was going to end is with all four of these teams colliding to see who the best really is. And at Revelations, we're going to find out. Cover. Only a 1 count. At Revelations, we're going to find out who the best of the best really is. As now Sakura put up and taken down. Power bomb. Shoulder bomb, if you will. But only a 1 count. It's too early for that. Also tonight, I've just been informed that, wait a minute, cover off the elbow. 1. Nope. I've just been informed that, unfortunately, Nova Cain is in the building, and that woman that was with her is also in the building after their heinous actions on the last episode of Wildcats, when not only did they attack Juliet Starling, but but she threw Ovana off the stage. And we have not heard from Ovana since then. We haven't heard from Juliet since then. And then Nova said, "See you at Revelations," and I can only assume it meant, wait a minute, German suplex cover? No. I can only assume that it meant that Nova wanted to fight at Revelations, but I mean, it's anybody's guess at this point. Because knowing Nova Cain, obviously she would want another shot at Ovana. They're 1-1 against each other at this rate, but it's just, I don't know. We're going to hear from her apparently later on tonight. That was what it was advertised, so I guess that's what we're going to see, as now Sakura coming back with a Michinoku driver cover. 1, 2, no. And now Sakura turning up the aggression, as she should, against Rhiannon Starr. Again, the Hated Gates have really shot themselves up the ladder of the tag team division in the last few months. Sakura and Reiko, you know for a fact, they want nothing more than to have it come full circle and become Wildcats tag team champions. But it's going to be easier said than done with 3 other teams and a bunch of ladders in the way. It's not going to be as easy as one would expect. As now, up top, went for the double axe handle. Sakura got out of the way. And now, Sakura snaps suplex. And the cover, only a 2. And again, for someone like Sakura, who has done just about everything there is to do in this company, big spine buster. Cover. 2 count. I was going to say, with everything that Sakura has done in this company, the fact that she still has not won a tag title is surprising, but not surprising, if that makes sense. And now she is just on the doorstep of winning the tag team titles with someone who she used to have a bunch of history, she still has a lot of history with, but someone who, to be honest, was one of her most heated rivals over the last few years in Reiko Hinomoto. Look at that athleticism by the strongest in the world cover. How she got a 1 count off of that, I'll never know. But now those two have seemingly buried the hatchet. And now Blue Thunder Bomb cover. 2, no. Now Rhiannon sending Sakura in the corner. Big drop kick. And nope. Sakura runs in. Rhiannon ran in, and Sakura with a drop toe hold. Now Sakura with a knee right to the face. And Sakura up top. Big moonsault into the cover. Referee checking the shoulders. There's 2, and no. Close, but not close enough. And now ran to the referee. Super kick by Rhiannon. Took advantage of that situation. Cover. 1, 2, no. And I think for Rianne, this is going to be obviously one of the biggest wins of her career if she can pull it off tonight. Because, again, you pin a Triple Crown winner in DCA, you're going places. And now Rianne working on the limbs. Look at this. Working on the arms of Sakura. And quite frankly, that's the smart strategy. But Sakura able to use her leg strength to get out of it. And now went for the German. And Rianne knew that was trouble. Tried to get out of it. And now, Sakura, look at this. Look at this. Slams her face first. And big crossbody. And the cover. 2, no. And Sakura can't get frustrated right now. She's got to stay on Rianne right here. Rianne will take advantage of any situation that's put in front of her. We've seen it before. Drop kick does not connect. And Rianne, DDT. Short, sweet, and to the point. There's another elbow. And Sakura's on the back foot right now. And Rianne, what is this? Look at the athleticism. Again, Rianne Starr, do not take anything away from her. She is one hell of an athlete. And the cover, 1, 2, no. I said before, Rianne and Lexi are perhaps, honestly, one of the most underrated teams in women's virtual wrestling. They have not really been in the conversation for Queens of Wrestling Tag Championships, but they should be, in my opinion, as now soft serve by Sakura. Cover. There's 2, and at 2.5, Rianne kicks out. Any other time, that would be a 3, but that was not a 3. And Rianne is in trouble now. Uh-oh. Tiger Bomb connecting. Tiger Bomb cover. 2, no. And up. Missing that one. Because Rianne got the foot up. And now Sakura runs in. Nobody home with that. And now Rianne catches her with the flatliner. 1, 2, no. This time it's Sakura who kicks out at 2.5. And now, look at the strikes by Rianne. Taking Sakura down. Up top. Went for the Houston hangover and nobody there. Sakura running in, foot over DDT, giving her a taste of her own medicine from earlier. And moonsault. And another moonsault. Doubling up on it, trying to drive the air out of Rianne's body, but only gets a 2 count. And DDT again. Working on the head. And now she going for the ice cream somersault here. She might be. Yes, she is. Ice cream somersault. Got all of it. Cover. 2. No. It is a rarity that anyone kicks out of the ice cream somersault, but that's exactly what Rianne just did. And now it's drop kick. Didn't get all of it. She's probably still dazed. And rightfully so from that. Ran gets ran into a super kick. And then the corkscrew. That is why Sakura is one of the best to ever do it, folks. She has shed everything from her past life and has become one of the best in the world. And Rianne is finding out right there. Oh my God! Caught her with the crossbody when Rianne thought she was out of the drop zone. And now Sakura going for sweet dreams. No! Rianne got out of the way. Rianne, she's got her up. Hatred cutter, no! Crucifix pin. 1, 2, no! What a match we are seeing right here. Rianne gets out of the way of that boot. Super kick, caught her. Caught her with the super kick. And Rianne looking for something here. But no, again, Sakura fighting her way out. Sakura, no, forearm. And a head scissors. Rianne lining up Sakura here. Clotheslines are out. Again, what a match this has turned into, folks. Uh-oh. Rianne looking to fly. And no! Got nothing but the floor. And what the hell is Sakura doing? Oh my God. Sweet dreams, nobody home. Rianne was getting up. And that might have been the biggest... Uh-oh, wait a minute. Flatliner on the floor. The fact that she got up from that sweet dreams might have saved her the match right there. Because if she got hit with that, it would have been all over. Rianne now up top. What's Rianne thinking? Elbow, nobody home. And now, look at this. Cross leg pin. 1, 2, no. Off the ropes and no. Missed the axe handle. Head scissors connecting. Elbow, nobody there. Clothesline blocked. Rianne from behind. Get into the key crusher. Modified version. Cover. No. And now mocking Sakura, I guess. I think I would say that. Uh-oh. And I don't think Sakura appreciated that too much. And Sakura takes her down. You know, Sakura hates to be reminded of her past life, if you know, you know. As now, wait a minute. Sakura going for her classic suplex into the Falcon Arrow. And despite Zahia Morgan's wishes, she does not go for the cover because everyone kicks out of the deal because she's going for her 8-star frog splash. Cover. 1, 2, no. My God, the match we are getting right here. It has been a hell of a fight between these two. But Rianne is proving exactly why she deserves to be alongside one of the best on the roster, singles or tag. And now Sakura has got her electric chair into the stomp cradle driver. Doesn't go for the pin though. Kind of shocks me a little bit that she didn't go for the pin, but maybe she feels like she doesn't have Rianne worn down long enough or worn down enough, period. Off the ropes for the drop kick. No. Sakura able to stop short and block it. Enziguri. And these fans are on their feet. And just imagine, we still have another tag preview match coming up between Envy Price and Bree George. Drop kick again, she can't get it. Elbow. Sakura running in. There's the drop kick. Got all of it that time. Rianne Starr finally getting the drop kick she was looking for. And there's another super kick. Oh, but Sakura's right back up. Missing that super kick. Sakura kicks right to the back, and now they're striking. Uh-oh. And you know what this is. Rianne is being taken to the suplex queendom. And now, is she looking for another one? Another ice cream somersault. Got all of it. And now, Sakura, can she finally hit it? Sweet dreams. No! Rianne again getting out of the way. And Rianne, hatred cutter. But she's not done. Rianne, face buster. She's gonna make sure that Sakura stays down. Oh, wait a minute. The other variation, the neck breaker, got all of it. And Rianne, with everything she has left, gets an arm over. 1, 2, 3. Rianne Starr with one of the biggest wins of her career. But what a match this was between these two women. They gave it everything they had, but in the end, it was Rianne Starr with the win. And you gotta think, this gives her huge momentum, her and Lexi, toward the tag team title match. At Revelations 10. And to be completely honest, you have to wonder how this is going to make Sakura feel. Things have not been going her way lately. And now, look at this. 8-star frog splash. But again, you have to wonder how it's going to make Sakura feel, because she has been, it seems like, on the losing end a lot more lately. And as much as Reiko wants to give her motivation, there's only so much that she can do. That's another big loss for Sakura. And Rianne, you know, look at how much this means to her. The Hated Gates said they want to prove they're the best team in the business. They are within in the doorstep, within a hair's breadth of proving that once and for all. If they win the tag titles of Revelations, there will be no doubt about it.
No, it's good.
Reiko, like I said it, you know, there's only so much motivation that Reiko can do when Sakura has been, it seems like, on the losing end more times than she would like to. And honestly, you know, I don't know how she's gonna feel. I'm not in Sakura's head. I don't know what she's feeling right now. But right now we're getting into our second preview match. Here comes Envy Price. Purgatory Pro Wrestling Women's World Champion. And one of the women who facilitated this entire thing. When they attacked, like I mentioned before, they attacked MJCO. And hey, right now, there's an interesting conundrum happening here because MJCO, they have a big match tomorrow. Well, excuse me, they have a big match on Saturday at Supremacy Pro Wrestling when they have to defend their tag team titles against Steel Blossom, or as they call them in Supremacy, the Pirate Lovers, Akira Yukimura and Zoe Remy. So you know Brie does not want to go into that match at less than 100%. But if you're Brie F and George, you don't give a damn. We love Brie F and George in this house. I just want to point that out once again for people who don't know. The Phenomenal One is in the building. They have been tag team champions for over a year. Her and Sugar Kayla. But could that reign come to an end at Revelations? It's very possible. Here we go. For the first time ever as well in this match, Envy Price and Brie George, one-on-one. And Brie going right to work on Envy, immediately cover. One, no. And you know, Bree George is looking for some revenge because, like I said, this whole thing kicked off with American Obsession attacking the champions. So, if anyone has a right to be angry, it is Bree George. And Bree with a knee to the back of the head. And, oh God! That was a straight kick to the side of the head. No finesse about it. She just reared back and kicked her in the head. And now, air raid crash. Cover. 1, 2, no. And now, Bree looking for something, but gets caught by Envy. Off the ropes, leg drop. Cover. Only a 2. And you have to think that these two women just saw the last match. They want to get some momentum of their own heading into that tag title match. Went for the drop kick. Bree able to swat it away and now giving her knees right to the midsection. And Bree taking it to Envy right now. And if there's one woman who can give it to Envy just as much as she can take it, it is Bree George. That's for sure. Envy, you know for a fact, is one of those women that will rough you up in the worst ways possible. But Bree can just as well do the same thing. And now, Bree sending Envy into the ropes, into the corner, but Envy with a right hand. And big knee. And sling blade from the front. Cover. 1, 2, no. Shoulder up. And now single leg Boston Crab. And the referee getting in Envy's face, or rather Envy getting in the referee's face. I don't know why. She called a rope break, and now Bree taking it to Envy again. And now look at this. With the neck breaker. Bree George on full display right here. Cover. 2, no. The rope break saving Envy right there. Off the ropes. And drops her. Cover. 1, 2, no. And Bree lining Envy up, looking for something, but no. Uh-oh. Full Nelson into the slam. And moonsault. Cover. 2, no. Back and forth we go here. And Bree getting out of that. Envy trying to rake the eyes. And Bree George coming right back. Just repeated right hands. But Envy caught her with a big right hand. Open-handed. And now Bree countering again. Chop. Open-handed. The Eddie Mack Memorial chops here on Wildcats tonight. But again, Envy catching her with some strikes of her own. And now Code Red into the pin. Feet away from the ropes, but just a 2. And Brie having to retreat to the corner. DDT. Cover off the DDT, just a 2 count. And now, big code breaker off the Brex rope, the most dangerous rope. 2, no. And Envy is showing out tonight, but that is why she is a current women's champion. And she wants to take her fiance Ellie back to its championship as well. And leg drop. Cover. 1, 2, no. I mean, in a way, I can respect that. And now, oh God, that might be it right there. Envy's head driven into the mat, and no. Only a 2 count, but you got to wonder how Envy kicked out of that. And knee right to the midsection. Brie with the knee. Working on the head and neck, and up went for the senton, but Envy, whether it was on instinct or on purpose, got out of the way. Whoa! Brie catching herself. Oh, big knee. And another spear through the ropes. Oh, but Envy's back up. Caught her with the jawbreaker. Drop kick avoided. Brie with a clothesline. And both women, I believe, are busted open now. But that's how physical this match has been. Into the cover. 1, 2 off the senton, just a 2. And Brie lining Envy up for something. Off the ropes, into the corner. And a forearm. What is Brie thinking here? Shotgun knees into the corner. Off the ropes, and Meteor in the corner now. And Brie with the split-legged moonsault. Cover. And only a 2 count. And at some point, you have to wonder what it's going to take to put either of these women away. Envy now. Caught her. Envy. Up. Suplex position. No. Chop block to the leg. That's going to slow Envy down, at least momentarily. On the apron. Right hand, no. Countered by Brie. Brie now went for the spear again. And this time, backslide. Backslide by Envy. No. Right hand. And now Envy with the strike coming back again. But now Brie kicks to the inner thigh. And roll through. Big knee. Sends Envy down. And knee drop again. Up top. What is Brie thinking here? Crossbody. Cover. Just a 2. And went for the knee again. Envy gets out of the way. Kick to the midsection. And now, look out. But Butterfly backbreaker. And Brie having to use the ropes to pull herself back up. Kick to the knee. Envy. DDT. And again, Envy. There's that Gourdbuster GTS she was looking for earlier. But this time it's Brie that gets the ropes. I believe that's the second time that's happened, except the first time it was kind of accidental. The second time, though, that was definitely intentional. And now pulling her away from the ropes. And only got a 1 count. Probably too much time wasted by pulling her away from those ropes. And now trying to keep her down again. And again, only gets a 1. Super kick, my God. And now you can tell Envy's pissed. And now, is she going for that? Oh, no, I was going to say she's going for the Gourdbuster GTS again. Cover. 2, no. Off the crucifix. And no. Envy running in, but gets caught. Gets caught again. Off the ropes, and again gets dropped. Went for the moonsault. Envy just slightly shifted out of the way, but it doesn't look like. Wait a minute. Crossbody to the spine. I was going to say it doesn't look like Brie's giving up just yet. And Envy again having to use the ropes to pull herself up. Uh-oh. And Brie with a Lope Suicida to the floor. What a match this has turned out to be, but would you have expected anything less? Went for something, but Brie, I guess, didn't want to take any chances. Big forearm. And now up top, no. Brie. Oh, no, Brie got out of the way. Envy tried to run in. And now, Meteora. And what is Brie thinking now? Nope, nothing. Both women going back and forth right now. It's anybody's match right here. And we should have expected something like this with these two. And now look at this, just striking away onto onto Envy. You gotta know Ellie's watching, and you know that Kayla's watching also. And outside the ring goes Brie. And now Envy going to work. But Brie caught her with a Uranagi. Up top. Went for the crossbody, got nothing. And a super kick. And now, Envy, what's she thinking here? 450 splash. Kick to the mid, to the knee. Wait a minute, Envy with the shining wizard in the back of the head. Now can Envy finish the job? But it looks like she's going to. Super kick, no. Caught. No, Enziguri. And now, oh, here we go. GTS, no. Bree caught her and drives her down. Northern Lights bomb. 1, 2, 3. And Bree gets a measure of revenge in a sense with this win. Another hard-fought match between two halves of the ladder match at Revelations 10. It was a hell of a fight, though. That's for sure. Envy put up one hell of a fight, and so did Bree. But in the end, that Northern Lights bomb from Bree George got the job done. And you have to wonder what their tag partners think about this. Because it was a hell of a fight. Look at that. Countered the GTS and then dropped her on the top of her head with that Northern Lights bomb. And that was all she wrote. Bree George gets the win and puts up some momentum heading toward Revelations 10. Congratulations, Bree George, on a hell of a win. Well, I was going to come back and talk about TFF and say you should like and subscribe to the Crazy Joe 2K channel, but we got ourselves a fight that I should have expected from after the last episode. Heather Ray and Carmen Cortez are going at it again. Every time these two women are in the same building, they cannot keep their hands off of one another. And usually, in Carmen's case, that would be a good thing, but I don't think it's a good thing right here in this sense. Heather Ray and Carmen Cortez have had issues for months, and it's supposed to come to an end at Revelations 10 in a concrete jungle death match, which basically means no ropes, no rules, just concrete everywhere. And they can use whatever weapons they deem necessary to beat the hell out of their opponent. But that's what it's come down to, folks. It has come down to this, where these two just cannot stop fighting each other, no matter where they are, no matter where they go. They just can't seem to keep their hands off of each other. But right now we are getting into our final Devils 30-30 qualifying match. And here comes one of the fastest rising stars in virtual wrestling, Perry Demir. Has been in Death Wish, is in Supremacy World Wrestling, and has been making frequent appearances in VW, especially here in DCA. The Monarch herself, looking to earn a spot, her first spot at Revelations. But to do it, she's got to go through this woman. The world's strongest Kite Young. Kite Young has been on the roster for a number of years, has one of the best win-loss records in the company still. And you know it would mean a lot to her if she wins this match. But from what I'm being told, just like on Takedown, with a match that was scheduled, a Burnout title number one contenders match, just like that one, in this match, the winner of this match moves on to the to the Devils 30-30 match. So I was thinking of the tag title match for a second. Winner gets into the Devils 30-30. The loser of the match very well could find themselves in the Rumble Roses match. And again, it's like I said on Takedown, getting into the Rumble Roses match, or in that case the Dawn of Destiny Battle Royal, it's a whole lot harder than being in the title match itself, because there's like 5 stages to that match, the Battle Royals. Because if you don't remember the rules of the Rumble Roses match, the Rumble Roses and Dawn of Destiny Battle Royals are the same rules apply. 6 participants start the match. When 5 are eliminated, 5 more will come out, and that will happen 2 more times until stage 4 when 4 competitors come out. And then the final stage will be when there's a final 2 and it'll be a singles match to determine number 1 contender. That's how the rules, and there'll be graphics and everything for that, for the rules of the matches at Revelations. Don't worry about it. We're not going to pull what we did in the first Revelations where there were no graphics and people got pissed and, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Superplex cover, only 1 count. There will be clear instructions for people who don't know what's going down. And there will be clear instructions for the Devil's 30-30 also. So, when that happens, because, everybody's asking what the rules are. There will be rules to the match. You'll find out on the night of. Tae-young now going to work. And sunset flip. Cover. 1, 2. No. And big kick by Perry. Cover. 1, 2. No. Like I said, Perry Demir, one of the fastest rising stars in any company, in any promotion. And the fact that she is here in DCA is a testament to her ability and a testament to just the trust that she has in this company. And that is very much appreciated. And now Perry, look at this. Look at this. Modified camel clutch, but it was Tae-young getting out of it. And now Perry with the senton rolling thunder, but nobody there. Knees are up. And now look at this. Tae-young driving Perry down. 2, no. Tae-young keeping the pressure on. Cover. 2, no. Tae-young will love nothing more than to get into that matchup at Revelations. Of course, we already know the women, some of the women that are in that match. Suzuka, obviously the current Fever champion, is in the match. Faith Connors, Amy Lynn, Kim Possible, and Oseko. There's only 1 spot left, and we're going to find out who is going to get the spot right here and right now. Will it be Tae-young, a former Fever champion in her own right, or will it be the newcomer Perry Demir? Cover. Off the butterfly suplex, just a 2 count. And what a big win it would be for Perry Demir to win this match and go to her very first Revelations event, competing for a championship, no less. That would be huge for her career. What a headbutt in the cover. There's 2 and no. There's been a lot going on in the last few months with these new people coming into the roster, both rosters, Takedown and Wildcats. And you have to wonder if some of the other members of the roster are getting a little frustrated about that. I mean, some people might say it's a good thing, but it's just going to make some of these women like Tae-young fight even harder to keep the momentum on their side, as well as, look at this, Tae-young with a gory bomb and the cover. There's 2, no. And there's a regal press. 1, 2, no. Up, super kick avoided. And now Perry, look at that. Nice athleticism, and the super kick didn't get all of it. And that allows Ki Tae-young to take advantage. Elbow. And there's a kick again. Oh, but Ki Tae-young's back up, but gets down. And now more chops. And now there's the Rolling Thunder. Cover. Off the Rolling Thunder, just a 2. And now crossbody. Uh-oh. Got caught. And now is she looking for the GTS? I almost said the key TS, but which honestly, you know what? I might bring that up to her. That might be a little cheesy, but she might go for it. I don't know. Cover. Off the butterfly suplex, just a 2. I don't know. Key TS, does that sound good? Let me know. And facebuster. 1, 2, no. And now, ducked underneath that. Ki Tae-young looking for this again. And big splash. 1, 2, no. Ki Tae-young continuing to pour the pressure onto Perry Demir, and obviously she has to. With as much talent as Perry Demir has, she can end this match at any moment. But a kick to the face, that might do it. And there's a splash. Cover. 2. Just a 2 again. And Ki Tae-young getting a little frustrated that she hasn't put Perry Demir away yet. But she had to expect this. She had to expect that Perry was not going to stay down easily. Oh! As you can see, moonsault. Cover. No. And now what is Perry thinking here? Oh, God, what a chop. And Perry, what is this? Oh! Well, that's unique. And now what's Perry thinking here? Well, nothing. And now strikes. And German suplex. And now Ki Tae-young, what's she thinking? Off the ropes and tilt-a-whirl power slam. Cover. The legs hook, no. Went for something there. Perry got out of the way. And look at this. Small package driver. 2, no. Back and forth we go, as expected from these two. One of these two women, as I stated before, is going to Revelations in the Devils 30-30 for the Fever Championship. And it could be Perry Demir right here. Nope, Keita Young reversing. The Wayne K. Hayes pin struggle. Back and forth. No. Perry back up, missing, and German. Oh, but Keita Young back up and catching her with a knee. And now up top. Well, on Brett's rope, actually. The most dangerous rope, and that's why. And now Perry from behind. Electric chair. Into the Japanese Ocean Cyclone suplex. 1, 2, no. High bridge as well, but only a 2 count. Kicks to the midsection. Going for the butterfly suplexes again. And into the face buster. Nicely executed by Perry. And the cover. 1, 2, no. Again, back and forth, but it is to be expected with these two women who want nothing more than to go to the big stage in just a few weeks' time at Revelations 10. Perhaps the biggest revelations of all time. And I would not doubt that for an instant. Went for the knee. Got a forearm instead. Drop kick avoided. Keita Young running in. Drop kick. And sends her into the ropes at the same time. Keita Young off the ropes and just kicking her in the face in the corner. The face in the upper chest. And then kicking her after that. And Falcon Arrow. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. And now Perry, crossbody. And now can Perry take advantage? Sends Keita Young hard into the corner, but... And now, Irish whip Keita Young. What's she thinking? Big boot again. And now, Lamaji Straw Cradle. 1, 2, no. And Keita Young trying to keep the pressure on Perry. Perry trying to keep the pressure on Keita Young. 2 clotheslines. And missile drop kick. Or just a drop kick, rather. Uh-oh. Perry. Hip attack. And the cover. 1, 2, no. Went for the elbow drop. Nobody there. Keita Young off the ropes. Nope. Ran into Perry. Perry went for something there. Corkscrew, but Perry's right back up. Run into each other again. Right hand. And now more strikes by Keita Young, sending Perry into the corner. And there's the Kapu kick in the corner. Cover. That might have knocked Perry out, and it did not. And now, driving her down into the cover, stacks her up. No. Tae-Young firmly has the crowd in the palm of her hand, it seems. But can she put Perry Demir away? Went for the knee, got a boot to the face instead. Off the ropes and went for the headbutt. Nobody there. And face buster. And now, wait a minute. Belly to belly. Off the middle rope. And the fans are on their feet. And Perry, you can see the welts. You can see the bruises on her chest. And I believe also she is bleeding pretty heavily, I might add. But that is the price that she is willing to pay to be at Revelations. Look at this. Again, these butterflies into the face buster. Perry knows the magnitude of this match. She does not want it to slip through her fingers. She's willing to pay any price to get to the championship match. And now Perry, look at this. Oh. See, look at the welts on her back. Look at the welts all over Perry Demir. And there's a German suplex. Dropping Tae-Young face first. Perry Demir. Big kick. She looking for the hip attack again. Got all of it. Now can Perry put Tae-Young away? Went for the Mongolia chop. Nobody there. Big knee. And Tae-Young, nope. Got a kick to the top of the head. More strikes by Perry. And another face buster. And now, Tiger suplex with a German bridge. 1, 2, no. What a fight this has been. We've had a lot of fights all throughout this night. Went for the elbow again, nobody there. Went for the knee, didn't get all of it. Uh-oh, well, this knee might, no. Perry with the elbows. And Hurricane pin. 1, 2. No. Tae-Young countering again. Just a 2 count. And chop, no. And back in the corner. And more kicks. And now slingshotting her. And oh my God. Tae-Young is not. She's not playing around. But neither is Perry. Tae-Young now kicks to the midsection. And a La Magistral cradle. 2, no. More strikes. Uh-oh. Roll up. No. Oh, God. Into the power bomb. Tiger suplex. No, just stomps on her foot to get out of it. And another one. 1, 2, and again Tae-young countering. Both women going back and forth. Perry with the crossface chicken wing. Caught Tae-young out of nowhere. But Tae-young able to get out of it. But Perry just comes right back, and Perry, is this it? Up top, Perry Demir. Oh my goodness! Cover. 2. Got her. Wow. Perry Demir with the biggest win in her DCA career so far. What a fight this was between these two women, but in the end, Perry Demir proving that she wanted just a little bit more than Tae-young. And now we have our 6 women confirmed for the Devils 30-30 match for the Fever Championship. It will be Suzuka, Faith Connors, Kim Possible, Osako, Perry Demir added to the list, and Amy Lynn. Again, those 6 women: Suzuka, Faith Connors, Kim Possible, Amy Lynn, Osako, and now Perry Demir. Perry Demir in her first revelations, getting a shot at the Fever title. Look at this. Almost similar to Nicole's golden shot. But Perry Demir earned this win for sure, for certain. And we will see the Monarch fly into Revelations 10, and she could be your next Fever champion. And you can see how much it means to her also. And it doesn't surprise me that these two are still fighting in the parking lot. Because let's be honest, who's going to stop them? Come on, security, come on now. Let's be real here. Carmen Cortez is throwing Heather Ray all around the parking lot. If you remember the last time Heather and Carmen were in the same place, Heather laid Carmen out. And I did not think that these two women were going to keep themselves away from each other before Revelations. It's just not going to happen. They're going to find a way to beat the hell out of each other any way they can, anywhere they can, until this match takes place. And knowing Shazeen Freya, to be honest with you, she's probably in the back enjoying this right now. Laughing her ass off. Going, yeah, this is great. Keep beating yourselves up. God!
and the blood will dry underneath my nails, and the wind will rise up to fill my sails. So you can doubt and you can hate, but I know no matter what it takes, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
That explains a lot, doesn't it? Nova Cain and her business associate, Dahlia Lockhart, not only did she not give any kind of sympathy, any kind of remorse for what she did on the last episode, but she even admitted to the fact that she paid Dahlia to take out Morgan Raycroft back at Shattered Midnight. I don't know what to say about Nova anymore. She snapped. She has gone off the deep end. She is obsessed with being a star. But now let's get into this Revelations card. You're listening to Crazier by Boa from her self-titled album. It is now available wherever music is sold and streamed. Fever title Devils 30-30 match. Suzuka, Amy Lynn Oseko, Faith Connors, Perry Demir, and Kim Possible. Who will leave as the Fever champion? We are going to find out. Pure title on the line. Jamal Kincaid and Jordan Sylvia one-on-one. This one just made official. Nova Cain and her business associate Dahlia Lockhart against the Lollipop Sensations, if they're even able to compete at Revelations after what Nova's done to them. Tag titles on the line in a ladder match. MJCO defend against the Suplex Roses, American Obsession, and the Hated Gates. Who leaves as Wildcats tag champs? And then the World Tag Championships on the line. Divine Greatness got added into this match after 2 Wicked got taken out against the KBC, the Punk Movement, and the Lagoon Company. Last man standing, Jamal Bedlam sticking up for Zach Stone after Arcan's heinous remarks. These two go at it at Revelations 10. Burnout title on the line. This was made official on the last takedown. Jazz defends against Hair, Yuki Marie's second favorite wrestler, Val Graythorne. The Rumble Roses match. These are just 4 of the women confirmed for the match. The winner will challenge whoever the Wildcats champion is at the 13-year anniversary show. Jaden Starr and Malik Brown. This was a compromise from the DCA board of directors. This thing has to end. Will it, though? At Revelations, we're going to find out. And Zach Stone agreed to put not just his streak, but his VW World title shot on the line for one more shot at James Dart. Will he win finally, or will James get the better of him again? And now our other theme song for Revelations 10, Legend by On Lap. It is available now wherever music is sold and streamed. Annie Cortez called her shot. She's cashing in her Queen's gift to challenge Destiny Williams for the Queens of Wrestling Championship at Revelations. The duel for Destiny, Dawn of Destiny, whatever you want to call it, the Battle Royal is happening at Revelations. Winner will challenge whoever the world champion is at the 13-year anniversary. We saw these two beat the hell out of each other earlier tonight. Concrete Jungle Deathmatch, Carmen Cortez and Heather Ray, 1-on-1. Battle Pro World title in a fatal 4-way match. Gorilla Black defends against Claudio Dragonheart, John Blackos, and Tyler Parks, who leaves as Battle Pro World Champion. This one's personal as well. Yuki Mori and Trinity for the Diamonds title. What will Trinity decide about the Lotus Collective? Will Yuki Mori win her first DCA title? Goddess title on the line. Megan Van Horn, we heard from her earlier. She will be defending against Amber Stevens, who's looking for one more reign here in the Destiny Championship Alliance. This one's personal as well. Takeru Yukimura, Jun Yukimura, father versus son. Will Takeru be able to break his father free from the Lotus Collective? We're going to find out. And then we get to our triple main event. Queen versus Goddess. The Blood Queen, Beatrix Decker, the Wildcats champion, defends against the War Goddess and Gateway to Heaven ladder match winner Nicole Natasha, who's about to be in action in just a few moments. Will Beatrix get what she wants? And that is the real Nicole Natasha at Revelations. Can Nicole become a 2-time Wildcats champion? Who is the face of Takedown? Is it the Bad Seed, the world champion Dante Styles, or is it the Gateway to Heaven ladder match winner, the Dark Side hero James Needham, who was in the fan section at Revelations 2? He was a fan that made him want to be in this business. Can he fulfill what he says is his destiny, or will Dante Styles prove he is the man on Takedown and in DCA? And then, for the first time ever, is it legacy or is it survival when the pretty little psycho Eve Heron faces off against the dishonored Akira Yukimura? No rules, no restrictions. It is no holds barred. It is the first time ever. It is Akira versus Eve at Revelations 10. It is the biggest Revelations we have ever put on, and we cannot wait to bring it to you in just a few weeks' time. Stay tuned for the official release date for Revelations 10 on this channel, because it is going to be one hell of a night, folks. And again, it cannot have been possible without you fans making it happen. Thank you all for making this a reality. And folks, we are getting set for our main event of the evening. And like I said earlier, this might have been at the behest of the Wildcats champion to see if Nicole was ready But here she comes. The temptress Selena Zeda, a member of the Succubus Club, former two-time Fever champion, and a woman that you know for a fact wants to give Nicole everything she can handle before Revelations. Most notably, we saw on social media with Akira talking to Selena about something. I don't know what it was, but Selena has turned into sort of a litmus test, if you will, for anything Succubus Club related. She's kind of been a mediator, kind of been a the middle woman, if you will. The line of contact, I guess. I mean, think about it. She's seen talking to Akira, and you know the history between Trixie and Akira. And now this thing with Nicole. It seems like Selena is the one that is volunteering herself to be like sort of a, hey, let me see what's going down first and then let you know what I think kind of thing. And here comes the Gateway to Heaven ladder match winner, Nicole Natasha, with that briefcase. And in that briefcase is the contract for the guaranteed Wildcats title match at Revelations. She will hand that contract in on the night of the event. That's when it is official. Nicole Natasha, 2 times, has wanted to win this Wildcats title. She's won it before. She's had opportunities in the past to become Wildcats champion. She only held that belt for a few weeks after the 5-year anniversary show when she won it. And that tells you how long it's been since Nicole has been the Wildcats champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary pals alike. Let me make that perfectly clear. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary pals alike, anyone and everyone watching, this is our main event for Wildcats 237. It is Nicole Natasha one-on-one with the temptress Selena Zeda. And Selena squeezing the head of Nicole. And again, you have to think that this is a litmus test here for Nicole. She wants, talking about the Wildcats champion, Beatrix Decker, she wants to see if Nicole really can be the Nicole that she wants her to be at Revelations. And a lot of people might be thinking to themselves, well, wait a minute, why is Beatrix helping Nicole? Well, cover one. If you remember back at Redemption, Nicole was blitzed and just dominated through that entire ambulance match because she, for the majority of that match, the majority of the lead up, was talking like it was going to be an easy time with Beatrix. And Beatrix felt insulted by that comment. Now, Nicole, after being what Beatrix would consider being humbled, is now realizing the threat that Beatrix has always been, and is now, I guess you can say it's the Trixie side of her that is trying to bring the best out of Nicole, because we all know Beatrix would not do the same thing. Trixie, on the other hand, definitely would. And now Selena just pounding away on the head of Nicole. Nicole, who won the DCA Wildcats title at the 6-year anniversary back in 2019. That's how long it's been. It has been 7 years since Nicole, nearly 7 years since Nicole has been Wildcats champion. And she only held that belt for a few weeks. Chop block. And now the sidewalk slam by Selena onto a bloody Nicole Natasha. And another sidewalk slam. Cover. 1, 2, no. And now into the corner. And again, it's interesting that Selena, in my opinion, probably volunteered herself for this because she, like I said, she seems to be the litmus test for the Succubus Club. Because again, you think about the talk with Akira, you think about this match here, and you can't tell me that it isn't Selena trying to see if Nicole is worthy, or if Nicole is who Trixie wants her to be. And Nicole, I wonder if she's starting to realize that, as look at this. Oh! Unique maneuver by Selena. There's 2 and no. And now look at this. Sends her down. Cover. 1. No, wait, no. She went for a cross armbar. I thought she was going for a pin. I looked away from my monitor for just a second. And now, just right hands getting out of that armbar. And now look at this, striking away. Went for the enziguri, and now what is this? Oh! Yanking her head on the ropes. And there is the spear from the middle rope. Final judgment from the middle rope, but she's not finished yet. I think she wants to do a little bit more damage. She knows, I was going to say she knows this. It's going to take a lot more than that to put Nicole Natasha away. And she's proving that right here. What a splash. Got the arms trapped. 2 count, no. It has been a hell of a night here tonight on Wildcats, and the next episode, the last episode of the season, is looking to be just as memorable. And I can confirm some of the matches you're going to see on the next episode. We heard earlier tonight from Yuki Mori. She's going to face Manami of the Lotus, or excuse me, Nezumi of the Lotus Collective. on the next episode. As now Nicole with a drop kick, taking Selena down. There's 2 and no. We're going to see 2 more women that are going to be in the Devil's 30-30 at Revelations in Suki and Shelly Oliver one-on-one. Big powerbomb by Selena. As now Selena, oh, look at this, trapping Nicole in the corner. Nova Cain is going to be back in action on the next episode of Wildcats. And I'm getting word, and I'm just going to ask if this, are we confirming this? Can we confirm it? Hang on, crossbody while I get the answer to that. 1, 2, no. Yes, I can confirm, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals alike. I can confirm on the next episode of Wildcats, Eve Heron and Akira Yukimura will be in the same building. They will be here on the next episode. So if you have any other reason to watch the season finale of Wildcats, there it is right there. Akira and Eve will be back in the building on the next episode of Wildcats, and who knows what's going to happen when those two women are in the same building again. We heard their war of words a few weeks ago, so who knows what's going to happen this time around, as now Nicole DDT. And now Selena is in trouble. Stomp to the arm. And again, Nicole putting the pressure on to Selena is now a modified camel clutch. Locked in here. The knee right into the back, but Selena able to get out of it. And again, another enziguri. And the cover. 1, 2, no. And Selena wondering what it's going to take to win this matchup. But this is the kind of fight that I'm sure Trixie wants from Nicole. Beatrix could care less about her fight. She would much rather see Nicole give up and rot away than try to fight and win the Wildcats title. Trixie, on the other hand, actually wants to fight Nicole. As a flatliner by Selena, cover 2, no. And honestly, I think that the Succubus Club are the only thing that's keeping Beatrix from taking complete control at this point. And I'm talking about all the Succubus Club, and I'm including Miyako in that situation. Yes, I said Miyako. It's not a secret. She's made it perfectly clear. Both of them have. Cover. 1, 2, no. I think, but Nicole has to realize, though, it's not going to be Selena she's in the ring with at Revelations. It's going to be Beatrix Decker. That's who she's going to be in the ring with. And now look at this on Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope, and she got caught and power bombed. And now, what is this? Big splash and the cover. 1, 2, no. And again, Selena Zeda, like I said before, she has got to be the litmus test here tonight, because she is giving Nicole everything she can handle and then some. Look at these strikes. Just continuing to put the pressure onto the #1 contender. And now into the corner. Got her up on the top. Right hand. And is she going for a Frankensteiner? No. Nicole held the ropes. And now going for a single leg crab after Selena landed on her knees. And if Selena taps, this could be catastrophic. As now Selena in trouble. Can she get out of it? I don't know. It's not looking very likely right now, though. Oh. But right there, Selena caught her with the suplex. And the cover. 1, 2, no. Selena, one of the best in-ring workers in this company, no doubt about it. But she's in there with someone who's been a DCA day oneer. She's been on this roster since the very beginning. And now, looking for the wings of love, but got the foot caught. And now Selena with more kicks. And then the forearm sending Nicole down. There's 2, and again, only a 2 count. And at some point, it's going to wear on Nicole. Wondering what she's going to have to do to put this woman away. Maybe this, the most overused move in virtual wrestling. No. And golden shot doesn't connect. And this could be the opening Selena needs. Original Sin. Cover. There's 2. And no. And now you got to wonder, is she going for final judgment? No, got caught with a kick. And the La Magistral Cradle. There's 2. Only a 2 count. Went for the heel kick. Nobody there. Selena jackknife pin. Jackknife pin and no. Countered by Nicole. No. And heel kick again avoided. Oh, slammed down by Nicole. And DDT. But Selena catching her. And now Selena's got the distance she needs to perhaps hit the final judgment. No, DDT countered by Nicole. And another cover. 1, 2, no. Another DDT. Nicole is in the driver's seat, but can she get it done? Can she finish it off? Oh, not like that. Flapjack. And a big kick to the face. And now Nicole again trying to fight. Getting Selena into the corner. And now is she going for it? And she gets the same treatment that Selena, now she knows how it feels. And now she gonna hit? No. I thought she was gonna hit another final judgment on the from the middle rope, but hits a poison Ronda by Nicole. And now, no. Chop. And now, Nicole pushing Selena back into the corner. And into perhaps the most overused move in virtual wrestling. No. Gets pushed off. And Selena in firm control now. No, I spoke too soon. Oh, back and forth and back and forth. Selena, no. Nicole rolled through, and that might have been the smartest thing she could have done if she was not going to get hit with that final judgment. Ducked underneath that clothesline attempt and a reverse DDT. And the cover. No. And both women again just going back and forth. Just stomping away now. And Nicole wants more. And maybe that's exactly what Trixie wants. That Nicole Natasha. Both women going back and forth now. Nicole still wants more, and she's giving it exactly as much as she's taking it. Kick right to the thigh. And a right hand. Both women going back and forth as we're getting ourselves a little skirmish, a little kerfuffle, a little brouhaha, a little Schmeckeldorf, a little fist fight here on Wildcats. And honestly, I didn't expect anything less from these two. They are going at it, and here we go. Just striking away, but Selena gets the better of it. And there's a suplex again, but that took everything out of her. Selena can't even capitalize. I don't even think she knows where she is right now. Now she does. Arm over. 1, 2, no. And that time it took to crawl over the pin may have been the only thing that saved Nicole in this matchup. And now Nicole, oh no, Selena gets out of the way and another flapjack. And now she's got the distance again. If she hits the final judgment, it's all over. Running in. No, the knee up. And now Nicole looking. Oh, she was going perhaps for the golden shot, but Selena got up, and now Selena again with a power bomb. And now Selena from behind. Maybe going for original sin one more time. No. Clothesline. And you have to wonder if Trixie is seeing everything that she needs to out of Nicole. Is her job objective being fulfilled right now? Bulldog. And the cover. Referee in perfect position to check the shoulders. There's 2. No. If Selena was really out here by Trixie to see if the real Nicole was here, has that mission been accomplished? That's the big question right now. As Selena stacks Nicole up again in a pinning combination, but only gets 2. And Nicole rolling to the floor. This has got to be a tough fight for Nicole, especially weeks before Revelations. Nicole on the floor getting put back up by Selena, who throws her back into the ring. And now Selena going up top here. Nicole trying to get to her feet. And went for the heel kick and didn't get it. That heel kick connected though. And Selena in trouble. And a big drop kick in the corner. Oh God! Caught her with the forearm. Cover 2. No! I don't know how Nicole kicked out of that, but she did. Oh no. And now drives her down. Oh, and just a 1 count. And Selena's pissed about that. Just stomping the life out of Nicole. It's hanging her up, sending her to the floor. And now what the hell is going on here? Oh no. Oh God! Michinoku driver on the steel. And Selena, she doesn't want to get a count out. She wants to pin or make Nicole submit. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh no. Air raid crash neck breaker on the floor. And this is just about punishment now. And now Selena just punishing Nicole. Oh, look at this. God! Elevated side slam. And there's another suplex. And this time Selena looks like she's about ready to finish it off here. Final judgment incoming. Here we go. Oh my God, got caught out of nowhere. Use the momentum for the Wings of Love. And now Nicole, golden shot. 2, 3. Out of the jaws of defeat, Nicole Natasha gets the win. But I'm talking, it was a hair's breadth. I mean, a hair's breadth away. But did Selena accomplish her mission tonight? That's the question. Did she get out of Nicole what Beatrix, or rather what Trixie wanted to see? That's the question. I can't give the answer to that. Look at this. There's the Wings of Love out of nowhere, and then the golden shot. And Nicole Natasha gets the win. And there is the Wildcats champion, Beatrix Decker. Did she see what she needed to out of Nicole. I guess we'll find out at Revelations 10. We'll see you next time, folks.